Hi guys, my name's Lester and I'd like to welcome you to the very first episode in a series of 6 where I will be tasting through some of my favorite Cloof wines. We'll be personalizing them and we're going to be doing it a bit different, have some fun along the way. And what I'd like to encourage you to do at home is to have a look at the list of wines I'll be posting below this video. These will be the series of 6 wines, and encourage you to go and buy them online, get them ahead of the time, and then taste with me throughout the series, and let's discover them together. The wine that we'll be looking at today is Cloof's Winemaker Selection Pinotage. It's a beautifully packaged bottle of wine. It's won multiple awards, one of which is actually a 90 out of 100 Tim Atkins Award. This is a world-renowned wine writer and UK wine critic. Just a little bit about Pinotage. It's grown almost exclusively in South Africa, and it dates back to 1925, where Professor Abraham Perold had crossed Pinot Noir and Cinsault. And the result of it is essentially a varietal that really has come into its own and has its very key characteristics, which we're going to delve into now in a moment. Right now, so I've had my bottle open for about half an hour just to allow it to breathe a bit and to get some oxygen into it. Okay, so off the cuff, a nice deep red ruby color. Okay, and I can tell you that this was produced from vines that are 22 years of age, over 22 years of age, and it spent about 12 months in oak. So that plays a very key role in all the characteristics that we're about to discover, both on the nose right through to the palate. Right, so on the nose, off the bat you get, I'm sure you'll agree, almost like a light floral bouquet. Lots of dark fruit, almost quite fruity, blackberries, blackcurrants, a little bit of cherry there I think. Yeah, and also you get those cooking spices, if you can think of it like that, a little bit of vanilla, and cloves in the aromas as well. Remember guys, there aren't any wrong or right answers here. Generally, a wine will have a guideline as to what you are technically supposed to pick up in it. And you know, yes, we are checking the boxes with that here today, but I'd invite you to try and actually see what else you get out of this. You know, obviously we all have our own selective senses, etc. So yeah, there's no right and wrong. It's just really what you prefer and what you pick up really at the end of the day. Yeah, beautifully balanced acidity and tannins. It's nothing to it's quite easy on the palate. However, it's got a beautiful. Do you get that mocha, the chocolate almost? You know, I think that's the best way to describe it. You know, generally with a younger Pinotage, you're going to get a much more fruity palate. It's going to be a bit more, yeah, easier to drink, etc. Whereas, while this is very easy to drink, I'm sure you'll agree, you get the essence of fruit, but it's that mocha that is just so special to it, I think. And a very nice, long, lingering finish. It's quite a smoky finish, typical of the barrels as well. And quite a dry mouthfeel, if you'll agree. You know, it doesn't leave you sort of too fruity and on the sides of your mouth, but rather a decent smokiness and dryness to it. Yeah, and to sum up, I think you would agree that it's got good complexity. It's still very easy to drink, so it would appeal to both connoisseurs and people that don't necessarily understand wine, like myself. So yeah, let's talk food pairings. And of course, when we think red wine, you think it pairs very well with red meat, beef, etc. And while that remains true, if you really want to impress, do try and actually pair it with some roast duck. It really does bring out the flavors. Another one is bobotie, a traditional South African dish. It goes fantastically with that. And yeah, try it with pork. Well folks, that's it from me today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Remember to check out the list below this video link for all the information, all the wines linked to the series, etc. And yeah, until then, cheers!